OD666666's here with a huge ass update. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. I picked, well, shit, I got this in the mail the other day. Had to frame that guy. Psychos in Love. It's one of the first movies that me and Miss OD watched together, so I had to get this little poster here, frame that shit up, put it on the wall. If you guys haven't seen this movie, it's a great like horror comedy from the 80s. I liked it. It's really low budget, but it's funny. It's just ridiculous. Mr. Parka, he's one of the first that told me about this movie. But yeah, this movie was awesome, Psychos in Love. But I thought that was pretty cool. Put it in the frame there, you know. And then I'm just gonna go through a few of the pickups that I got. I got Hatchet 2 here. I haven't watched this yet. I'm just gonna go through some of the stuff I haven't watched yet. Got Hatchet 2. Picked this up at Walmart for like 13 bucks. I picked this up the other day. I watched a trailer on it the other day. It looked pretty cool. But I got this cheap at Movie Stop. The Dark Lurking. It's like a sci-fi, gore, horror type film. I heard the plot sounds ridiculous, but I don't know if you guys have seen The Dark Lurking. Let me know what you thought about it. And then I got this for like $1.99. It's some kind of shockumentary on death. I watched a little bit of it today. It's alright. It does have some animal killing and shit in it, which is kind of messed up, but it does have some death in it also, of some dead people. I'd much rather see people get killed than animals, but, you know, but that cover looked cool to me. I mean, $1.99, shit. And then I got this. I'm really excited to watch this one. This looks like it's going to be really good. Hell's Ground. It's the first Pakistan, like, horror gore movie. So, yeah, but I heard it's like a mix between Texas Chainsaw Massacre and, like, Night of the Living Dead. It's got zombies in it. It's got, like, the crazy, you know, farm-type crazy family of people. It's got this guy or woman, I don't even know, but they're in a big robe, you know, and it carries around a big mace and kills people with that. So that looks pretty cool. I'll let you guys know about that when I watch it. Looks cool. And then I got this finally. Yeah, I didn't have this. Actually, when I ordered this, it was the other cover, so I don't know if this one, hopefully there's not a difference between the versions, like hopefully the other one's not uncut and this one's rated or some shit like that. But I picked this up, looks like a fun flick, Trauma, Rapid Grannies. And then I got this from Big Lots for like $3, the V series. I remember seeing this as a kid, but man, I don't remember nothing about it. I remember it was cool. It's got a little picture of the little reptile coming out of a dude's face. But yeah, I just remember it was like reptile aliens, but that's about all I remember of it. And then I got this piece of crap. It's probably terrible, but I didn't pay much for it. Jack-o'-lantern. I got it from a rental place. That's why it has all them shitty stickers all over it. I don't know why they put the stickers all over these things. That's ridiculous. But yeah, Jack-o'-lantern. I don't know. If you guys have seen it, let me know how bad it is. And then, well, I've seen this. They had a special edition of this at Books A Million for like $6. It's a 2-disc special edition set. So this is a great movie. I tried to make Miss OD watch this the other day. I was like, everybody loves True Romance. You gotta check it out. She was like, okay. So she started watching. She was like, I don't like it. I was like, what? You gotta like True Romance, man. It's a great movie. But anyway, we're gonna have to talk about that. She's gonna like it. But anyway, and then here's some shit I watched. Alright, look. 8, man, you want a 5-star recommendation? Shogun Assassin. Now, I heard, like, Cody talking about this, and, I mean, this movie, this was great, man. It's pretty much, you know, basically like a, I don't know, would it be a samurai? He's a samurai, he, you know, kills people with a sword. It's got a lot of blood spurting and stuff like that. This movie was out in, like, 1980. This one's dubbed in English, got the Blu-ray of it. It's just a great movie, man. It's basically like the main character, Lone Wolf, which is that guy there. He's the executioner for the Shogun, and the Shogun ends up screwing him over because Lone Wolf is not afraid of the Shogun, but the Shogun's afraid of him. So he takes it upon himself to go. He sends some ninjas out to go kill him, but instead of killing him, the ninjas kill his wife. So this puts him on a, you know, pretty much makes him nuts. So he's just like out for revenge after that. And his son, you know, he's got this little boy, right there, that he carries around with him. And it's a really fun flick. It never gets boring. It's just straight, he's just walking around just killing people. I mean, there's ninjas looking for him. It's got this cool, like, I forget what they're called, like the Three Brothers of Death or Masters of Death or something like that. I forget what they were called, but they were cool. It's like one dude had a claw on his fist, and then another dude had a lead pipe with spikes in it, and then the other guy had these spikes on his like a gauntlet almost. But no, they were cool. They had the big hats on, it looked like Raiden, Mortal Kombat type shit. But no, this movie was really, really good. Old, like, exploitation type movie. Really good, really good. You guys all need to check this movie out if you hadn't seen it. And then Mr. Parka, he was doing a review of a movie called Bloodletting, which he did it a while back, but I don't know, I just watched it the other day for some reason. I was just looking through his videos. But so I went ahead and picked this up. I found this set on Amazon for like $4. Comes with 3 movies, all individually, packed. It comes with a movie. It's Dead and Rotting, Bloodletting, and Hell Asylum. Now, I mean, alright, be warned. These are B movies, I mean, it's Tempe Video. If you guys have seen, like, The Dead Next Door and things like that. Now, these are better made because, I believe in these, Full Moon helped finance some of these movies. Trent Hega, he stars in Dead and Rotting. Debbie Rochon's in Dead and Rotting. Bloodletting is just a really cool... Well, I'll just go through them. Dead and Rotting is pretty much Debbie Rochon... It starts out with this old witch. It's like these 3 guys that work together. They're pranksters, and they, like, they fuck with her son, and because he's real weird, big weirdo, so they start picking on him, and they beat him up one day. So the witch gets mad, and she puts this curse on them, and they get all these, like, herpy-type sores all over their face, and so they get these little stoner kids to go over there, and they tell her to go bust her windows out of her house or something, because they don't want to get caught, so they're having a little henchman do it, and the kids end up going over there, killing her cat, but the cat, it's weird, it's like the cat turns out to be her son, and so she's real pissed off about that. She transforms into Debbie Rochon, so she's all attractive and stuff or whatever, and she seduces all 3 of the guys, and from there all hell breaks loose. I mean, it was a fun flick for a real low budget flick. It was fun. Bloodletting was really good. I really like that one. This one's pretty much about this guy. This girl comes to his house, and she thinks he's a serial killer, which she's looking for a serial killer, so she goes over there. She finds him. He locks her in the house. He's like, look, what are you doing? She's like, well, you can't kill me because I got blackmail on you. I got this letter. If I come up missing, then my friend's gonna turn you into the police. They're gonna come arrest you. You're gonna get butt raped and all this other stuff. So she's like, I want you to teach me how to kill people. So he takes her in and he shows her how to kill people, and they have this little dialogue that kind of reminded me of, like, almost like the dialogue in, like, Clerks or something, or just real, quick, just, like, it was good dialogue. I mean, the acting's alright. It's a low-budget flick. It has some fun stuff in there. It has a nice twist ending to it and everything. And then Hell Asylum, which was, I mean, the cover looked like shit. The cover on these, they look goofy. Now, Bloodletting looks like a serious flick, but this cover here, I did not have high hopes for that movie. I was like, that's going to be horrible. But it actually was pretty fun. And that cover is pretty cheesy, too. But Hell Asylum is basically almost a story, almost like House on Haunted Hill. Where, they change it to like a reality show. And they get these 6 girls to go up there. And they have like this haunted house set up for them and all this and that. But there's actually a ghost that lives in a house that he just starts picking off people. It was fun. I mean, it's not the best movie ever, but it was a fun movie. This is definitely a good 3-pack to pick up for $4. But yeah, I was happy with it. And then 8, he gave me a recommendation. He said you gotta pick up Black Devil Doll. So I picked this up. Then this movie is insane. It was crazy. It's funny stuff, man. It has some funny parts in it. It's just over the top, just like blatantly trying to offend pretty much everybody. I liked it. It was just, it's a lot of fun, but it has a lot of explicit, like, sex and all that stuff in it. The end of it was great. It shit was crazy, but it was a good flick, man. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait till they put out a sequel of this, but good stuff. And then I finally watched this. I've had this for a while. It took me a long time to watch this. I don't know why, but this was a pretty fun flick. Now, I didn't really give a shit about the characters in this movie. They didn't do a real good job fleshing out the characters, but the zombies in this were a lot of fun because, well, I don't even know if I'd call them zombies. It's more of like an infection type movie because, like, the zombies just look like somebody just took a shit on their face. I mean, there's not a picture of one on here, but it just looks like somebody just took a big shit on their face and it dried up. And they run around and they kill people with freaking hatchets and any kind of weapon they have available, guns, and they run around and they just... It's funny because they actually think they can open doors, you know, they can do this and that, run around, jump, and hack and slash and shoot and all this other stuff. But it was a fun ride, man. It's crazy, but it's not too bad. It's an old one from 1980. I believe it's Italian flick, but yeah, it's Umberto Lenzi, so he did that. But yeah, that's definitely, it was a fun flick. Worth checking out. And then I finally watched it, Abominable. This was a pretty fun movie too. Now, this movie started out, for me, it started out kind of slow. But if you're going to watch this, you got to watch the last, like, you know, 30 minutes of it, because that's where just things start going crazy. Like, I like the way the monster looked in this. There's no CGI. It's not one of those CGI movies where, you know, and it's got good gore toward the end. The gore is cool. This dude gets his face bit off, and that's pretty nice. The monster looks awesome. I mean, it looks cheesy, but it looks cool. And this was just a really fun flick. I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. And then I got another recommendation. It was like, you got to pick this up. It's $1, man, on Amazon. So I picked it up. You know what? It's like an anthology horror movie. It was pretty fun, man. I mean, you know, it's like, if you guys have seen Tales from the Hood, it's kind of in that vein. You know, I think I like Tales from the Hood a little bit better, but this movie was really fun. I didn't expect much from it. But, well, after 8 told me it was good, I knew I'd probably like it, because me and him, we got it. But, yeah, man, this was a fun flick. You can get this shit for like a penny or $1 on Amazon used. It's definitely worth checking out if you like cheesy anthology horror. I mean, it had some good gore and stuff like that in it. It was pretty fun, man. Pretty good stuff. Shit, I'm running out of time. And then I got this, The Book of Lore. This was a pretty cool flick. It's a little long. It's like 2 hours. But it's fun. It's not a lot of gore in it, but it was just a pretty well-written movie. I had fun with it. It also comes with a little anthology called Grave Mistakes. It was cheesy, but it was fun. It was pretty good. But yeah, it's definitely worth picking up, supporting the independent filmmakers out there. And then I watched this, Beyond the Darkness, or Buyo Omega. This is a crazy-ass flick, man. It was good, though. I can't think of the dude who did it. I gotta hurry up. But, yeah, man, his girlfriend dies. He digs her up. He disembowels her and everything and gets her all pretty, puts her in a bed. He wants her around, but, you know, these people, of course, they run in, getting away, so he has to take them out, and there's a lot of gory scenes and shit like that, and it's really just, you know, over the top, just good time. But, yeah, definitely, if you like sleazy, old, like, you know, Italian exploitation type films, and you just like them sick and just crazy, just a lot of weird shit, pick this one up. You can get it in a Shriek Show pack, so them Shriek Show packs are awesome. And then I got this, Crank 2. You guys knew I had this, Crank 2. But I finally watched it. Holy shit. This cover threw me off. When I used to see these Crank movies out in the store, I was like, ah, whatever. Especially when I seen this one. I seen those cars at the bottom. I was like, man, that looks like Fast and Furious or some shit. But man, was this a fun flick. It is retarded. It is, I mean, I can't even explain like the silly shit that goes on in this movie. If you like action flicks, sprinkled with a little bit of trauma type, just insane, retarded, just fun, dumb. I mean, it's a lot of fun. If you just like that kind of trashy, just stupid, fun flicks, this was a whole lot of fun, man. I really like that movie. But anyway, I gotta hurry up and end this. I wanted to give some shout outs and stuff, but I gotta hurry up and end this. I'll probably do another one this weekend. But man, I hope you guys are all doing good out there, and I'm taking off. Bye!